Hello there. Welcome back to grade 10 economics. In this video, we want to look at a question on circular flow. So let's subscribe and share to our channel. Uh, let's share the link to our colleagues who are doing grade 10 economics. Uh, as for this video, we are going to look at a past exam paper. That is a question paper that is asking on a circular flow. So we have a question that we have here. That is question 2.3 on that question paper and follow. So you are given a picture that you are given there in terms of circular flow of the economy. And what you need to identify on the, remember, these are parties or agents that we have in the circular flow model. So you see that we are given here, here we put our households and it represents the businesses or the manufacturing sector. We are given a shape in the form of a building, which is indicating a manufacturing site that is there. Then obviously we also have the picture of the president, which obviously is indicating the part of the government. So these are the agents that we are having in the circular flow. Elements are in the circular flow that we have. So if you go down now on the question, which is 2.3.1 or 2.3.1 reads, which is the missing participant in the diagram of the economy. So from the look of things there, you see that we are not having the foreign sector. The foreign sector is not being indicated there. Remember, we are also going to have a foreign sector being part of the circular flow. And foreign sector, we know that is a part of the country's economy that is concerned with external trade, that is imports and exports. So we are not seeing it being indicated in the diagram that we are given there. So obviously, this is going to be the answer on 2.3.1 or 2.3.1. Our question reads, which is the missing participant in the diagram of the economy? Obviously, the foreign sector is the participant that is not being shown. So we go to our answer section and present our 2.3.1 as the response. And now we are saying we have got the foreign sector not being indicated. So I will go to the second part of the question, which is now 2.3.2. 2.3.2 reads, what is the contribution made by the households to the government called? Contribution made by the households to the government. The household member is representing the general public that is there in the country or within the economy. So what contribution do we have from those people? We are told, remember, the government collects revenue from the households. And this revenue that is collected in the form of tax. So that is the contribution that is made by the households. So taxation in the form of taxes is the contribution made by households. So 2.3.2, we are saying household. We are saying taxes. So we are saying taxation. So they contribute in the form of our taxes. So this is what we want to say, second part of the question. Third part saying 2.3.3 briefly describe the term foreign trade. Briefly describe the term foreign trade, but you know that foreign trade is the exchange of a good or service involving at least two different countries. So whenever there's a change of goods and services that is taking place between two different countries, we now say foreign trade is taking place. Remember, we have got another form of trade which we call internal trade, whereby internal trade now we are now exchanging goods and services inside the economy without going out of the international boundaries. So, for example, here in South Africa, when we are exchanging goods within parties that are inside the South African economy, we call it internal trade. But as long as we now exchange with parties that are outside the country, we now call it a foreign trade. So the description, the brief description that we can give in terms of foreign trade, we can just say it is the exchange. It is the exchange. It is the exchange of capital goods and services across international borders. So this is the definition that we have in terms of our foreign trade. So moving on to the next question, we are being asked there to why is South Africa regarded as an open economy? So we need to understand what exactly is an open economy. Then we can be able to now explain how is South Africa regarded as an open economy. So an open economy refers to an economy in which both domestic and international entities participate in the trade of goods and services. So a setup whereby both the domestic and international entities are involved in the participation of the trade of goods and services is what we call an open economy. Obviously, with the opposite is a closed economy, whereby we are saying this is a country that does not engage in trade with other countries, but they actually attempt to produce everything that they need in their country. That is now a closed economy. So a closed economy does not engage in exchange of goods and services with other countries. That's basically what it means. But now, when we're talking about the open economy, it now engages other countries during the other countries in the process of the exchange of goods and services. So basically, that's what we have in terms of our open economy. So our question is saying, why is South Africa regarded as an open economy? So we can just go there and just try to bring it down as we were explaining. So we are saying it's because so the issue of it interacting with other countries now is the reason why. Because it engages in the interaction with other countries in the process of exchange of goods and services. So that's the description that we can give. That's the reason that we can give in terms of that. It interacts freely with other economies around the world. So it's another alternative that we can give there, that it interacts with other countries in the exchange of goods and services, and it interacts freely with those countries. So it becomes the description that we can give in terms of why South Africa, why we can regard South Africa being a part of the open economy in there. So the next question that we have is, why is it important that South Africans buy locally produced goods? So the importance of buying locally produced goods, remember, we are saying we are not buying from outside the country. So basically, we are promoting local industries or local businesses by buying local. So there are many advantages that we can deduce from that. For example, it's going to expand production in our local economy. By buying locally, we are promoting them. So it means the domestic businesses inside South Africa are going to earn more revenue. So when they earn more revenue, they're also going to expand their production capacities, because they now have the money, they are now making more profits. So by expansion of their production capacities, we are going to get many positives or benefits from that. The total monetary value of goods and services that are going to be produced in that country are going to increase. In other words, we are saying the GDP, which is the gross domestic product, also will increase. And also, by expanding production, it means they're going to accommodate more workers. So more people are going to be employed, and unemployment is going to be reduced as a macroeconomic problem. Remember, unemployment is a macroeconomic problem which has to be solved. So by so doing, we are also trying to solve the macroeconomic problem of unemployment. So those are some of the benefits that we can deduce from that. So we are just trying to bring down those benefits, and now we're on 2.3.5. So the first point we are saying the first point, which is going to be increase in demand. increase in demand of local products, of locally produced products. So that is that on its own is a positive, because if there's increase in demand, it means also the revenue of local businesses is also going to be expanded or increased. So that's the first one. And then it also secures employment. It also secures employment opportunities in the domestic economy. We are saying those businesses are going to expand their production due to high increase in revenue. So by expanding their production, they accommodate more workers, and we reduce unemployment. So basically, we are saying it secures employment opportunities. And secures employment opportunities. So this is also a benefit that we can have. So also let's try to also see it leads to economic growth. Economic growth also, remember, economic growth is described as the increase in the total monetary value of goods and services that are being produced in the country from year to year. So we are saying if the total monetary value of goods and services that are being produced in the current year is greater than what we produced last year, we say there is economic growth. So that is also a positive that is emanating from the increase in demand, whereby we're saying there's going to be expansion of production, and then increase in the monetary value of goods and services is going to increase. And this is going to go on and on as it increases from year to year, and it leads to economic growth. So here we are saying leads to economic growth. So going back to our question, you see that our question, this question is here, it's got 4 marks, and it requires you to raise 2 points. So you can just choose from the 3 points that we've raised them. So this is the part that we're going to look at, that is on the circular flow according to this question paper. But let's not forget to subscribe and share. And remember, more typical examination questions are going to be uploaded in this channel. Let's turn on the notification button so that when we upload new videos, you get notified. Let's share the link to our colleagues who are doing grade 10 economics. As for this video, I'm signing out. Let's meet again in the next video.